Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Ravens at 10-1 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 31-yard line. They run here with the 2nd-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double it.
A dive, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Broncos are going to take over. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, not exactly the... partner, but certainly not going to compare. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Jackson. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, nice move. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This is caught, and he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Dobbins, touchdown, Baltimore.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. He went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos.
That was a special return, and it happened Because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Right back to Dobbins on first. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dafe Owe. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action. It's Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Wilson to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
This is caught. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shout.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On the slant, completes to Sutton. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They go play action now. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very well. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Wilson now off the bootleg. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders are on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
2nd and 4. Now Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
One more time with Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that'll hurt up the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On third down, Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete. It's Okurebunom. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
In motion goes the tight end. On second and goal, Wilson. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton from 8 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score, Ravens 35, Broncos 21. Brendan McManus, the kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Hey, middle.
They run with a man who's bounced around a bit. This is Mike Davis. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Baltimore, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,